Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bellhopper YouTube channel. Come on in and join us for a little bit. I got something on the table I've been waiting on for a little while. It's took a collective effort, but this is what I've been waiting to show y'all. I'm finally this is a saw for me. I'm sorry, I am really, but it's a saw for me. I wanted one, and I've acquired enough parts finally now, I think, to build one. It's took a little while, but with some help, we got one. And I think y'all are going to enjoy it. Some of you will, some of you won't. I know it's a double-edged sword. Because for some reason, people think that I don't like Stihl chainsaws. They ask me all the time, why don't you like Stihl chainsaws? I never said I didn't like Stihl. I don't like some of them. But that goes along with Husqvarna, Pioneer, Homelight, McCulloch. There's some of every one of them that I don't like. And it's not because of what, it's because I don't like to work on them. Let me put it that way. It's not that, it's I don't like to work on it, so therefore I don't like it. The saws that I enjoy working on are the ones that I like. It's just, I don't know, it's just easier that way, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that I don't like it, I just don't like working on it. I should probably say it that way instead. I just don't like working on it. If they run, I don't have a problem with them. I just don't want to work on them. Let's check the battery. Alright, so I've tried to decide whether I should tell y'all what it is or just let you watch me work on it. I know some people are going to look at it and they're going to say, well, I know what that is. And you've seen little snippets of it here and there. And some people's heard me talk about it. It just depends on who's paying attention as to who knows what's actually going on. But yep, I've done a little work on the case. This case is broke. This one was smacked by a tree. A tree landed it on it and rotated it. And I got this replacement case. This piece right here was broke plumb off, and I had to weld it back. I didn't weld it back on there. I rebuilt it up with weld and ground it back into shape. So it's not perfect, but it'll do for what I needed to do. If I can find the rest of the stuff that I need to work on this. And we have had a heck of a time doing this and that and the other, and back and forth and again and once over, and sometimes I lose stuff and can't find it. I know I'm fixing to hurt my fingers right here in just a second, I'm sure, because I'm fixing to do something that's probably going to hurt my fingers. Hey, it didn't. We got to get this case off here because we need to put that other case on it. Y'all are going to be watching the days of these videos are going to be a little bit off from what they are because of the way I'm recording it and stuff. So I've got somewhere to go to do some stuff for this saw, and I got to have it done, but y'all are probably going to be watching this video on the day that I'm doing that. So for me, it's going to be a different day. For y'all, it's going to be me confused. So if you're confused, how the rest of us supposed to know what's going on? It's entertainment, y'all. Just watch. And we got to take this off. because I need this handle. And I'm trying to use everything out of this case, because this saw right here was about a new saw, and it got smushed. So I had to do some swapping out on it, and I talked Matt out of it. And I was going to weld this case up to fix it. Then I found the case that had just this piece cracked, because this one's actually broke too. So almost every case I've looked at, this piece is broke. So I'm not that awful concerned about it, because apparently they break a lot. Apparently they break a lot. I tried to blow some of this out outside. The clutch and all was still on it, so I wound up not getting it all blowed out there. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna proceed. We're gonna proceed. Well, y'all have to forgive me. I can't hold on to nothing today. The arthritis in my hands is just awful. I've dropped everything that I've touched this morning. I was trying to make me a sandwich and dropped the bologna in the floor. And it has just been one of them days. Everything I've touched is just not been up to par. See, I mean, I just can't hold on. I grab it and it hurts and my hand lets go. So that's the battle I've been fighting. I don't particularly like it bushing, but it is a good one. So, all right, we're almost to where we're going. Well, we're almost to the beginning of the journey. We're going to take this piece out because I don't want it interfering when I go to put it back together. All right, hold on, Matt. All right, there. You can see how that piece is broke off. Now, I'm not going to scrap this because I'm going to weld this case up. Because we're going to try to go see if we can't maybe do another one. So, nothing that is cracked or broke on this saw is going in the trash unless it's just destroyed. Because I'm going to attempt to maybe build a numero dos. That case splitter don't fit real good on this 661, does it? Hopefully everything will. Hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think everything. Hopefully the snap ring in there I did not take out. We get the snap ring pliers, get that snap ring out, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I'm about to forget. But it ain't no big deal. I mean, literally, that's it. I'm going to try not to film every little aspect of this. I'm hoping that I can get it tore down and put back together and show all of that. The one thing that we do need to try to do is to save on this gasket, because for some reason I did not order one because I'm stupid. And the case that I got didn't come with an old one on it, so I'm going to try to make sure that the gasket comes loose. So far, so good. It appears Where's it, everything? I think I got it. As y'all can see, there she comes. Y'all, a lot of my saws, I spend the most money on the outside of them because most of the stuff on the inside's okay, but the outside's what gets messed up, and that is the case with this saw as well, because everything on the outside was pretty well scrapped. It was in rough shape, so I've looked around and I bought everything I could get for as little as I could possibly get it, so that we could do this build and not have a whole lot in it. I mean, it still ain't exactly, you know, cheap, but it ain't as bad as it could be. I'm gonna get this gasket off here and clean this thing up. So I may stop here in a minute and I'll go ahead and do this off camera, because I mean, seriously, all I'm going to do is spray everything down with brake cleaner and wipe it dry with a rag. Then we're going to reassemble. But there's some oil stuff in here too, so I'm definitely going to wash that, because I got to wash that bearing and everything out. So I'll bring you back. All right, we're getting ready to put her back together. It took me a little bit longer than I anticipated because I found a little crack here in this case. I went and welded it up, and this I had it off just a little bit, so I went and added a little bit more back to it and had to do a little grinding. I'm getting ready to start the assembly, so what I was doing was coming to show y'all what I got so far. And I'm going to heat this. I'm going to heat this thing up right here. We're going to heat this bearing up. We're going to flip her over and plop her in there and see if it goes. So I'm going to put my sealer on here. Go clean this up, and I'll bring you back when it's hot. This is how I heat this thing up. I just take a torch and get it hot. Get it good and hot. And we're going to set it in there, and sometimes this works right away. Sometimes I have to tap on a little bit. So we'll find out what happens this time. I'll bring you back in a minute. All right, let's see what happens. I'm going to set this over in the bearing. What we're doing is we're heating this bearing up. Now, I did put a little bit of oil in this bearing, which I probably should have rinsed out, because a lot of times with oil in here, it doesn't work as good, because the oil actually cools the bearing off. What you want to do is you want the bearing to stick, but with oil in there, it makes it even harder to stick the bearing. So I don't know that this is going to work on the first shot. It might not. Look at that. If I hadn't hit them dowel pins, it would have went all the way to the bottom. Well, I hit the dowel pin, so we'll give her a little tug the rest of the way. I know everybody's going to get upset. You shouldn't do that. I hear it all the time. You shouldn't do it that way. I know. But we are doing it this way. I actually prefer it this way. It's my personal preference. So, you know, and all I got to do is go over here and that's money, dude. Blow these screws out. Knock the torch over. Thing already given up. That's a new bit. This changed it a couple weeks ago. Yeah. That is money, dude. I like it. I like it. I like it. I know one side of the case is a little bit dingier than the other, but nonetheless, we got a good set of cases now, so that is what we wanted, was a good set of cases. Just wiping a little bit of that ultra gray. I got just a little bit inside there on the crank. All right. There you got putting the cases together. Let me see what else I can do, because I want to get as much dude as I can. Told you I couldn't hold on to anything, didn't I? Every day I'm just a dropping it. I should have put this in. There we go. Some of this stuff's a little bit aggravating to get in and out. If I hit the... You can't do that, dummy. Wrong one. Sorry. There we go. All right. Give me a minute. We're going to get to putting her together. All right. We're going to put the oiler in. I'm trying to clean everything up off camera, because there ain't no point in y'all watching me clean everything. That's time y'all could have been watching something good. I think I'm just about out of blue Loctite. I've had this bottle for a long time. They had a little bit of blue on, so I'm putting a little bit of blue back on. Don't take a whole lot. All right. This surface actually come out real nice. And I mean real nice. We're going to put the little spoon back up in there, whatever you want to call that thing. I don't even know what they call it. All I know is everybody I talked to said, do not take that out. But if you do, it will starve the rod for oil and burn the rod up the top of the rod. And I said, well, it ain't hurting my feelings none, so I'll put it back in there. I think it's kind of neat looking anyway. I know they're relatively expensive. We're going to get both of these started before we tighten one of them up. Make sure the rod clears. And it does. I think smooth as silk. Boy, I ain't kidding. I like it. I can't wait to see what she'll do. We're not going to get it running today, because Well, I've got to put the cylinder on it, do some timing numbers, and then decide what we're going to do with the cylinder. So it will not be running today, but it won't be long. So let me. I'm gonna stop it and do a little bit of tinkering and figure out what all I'm gonna do, and then we'll come back. All right, we're gonna check the squish right quick. Y'all don't worry. This is just, we haven't done any porting or nothing like that. So this is all just preliminary. I'm not sure what the squishy is or anything like that. I don't know the timing numbers or anything. So we're going to find them out. It's 27 with no base gasket. All right. 27 thousandths. No base gasket. All right. Give me a minute. I'll bring you right back. All right. Let's see where we're at. 50. Dadgum, I just hit that rascal on the money. That's dead on 50. That's about 49 and a half. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. I think that's going to be plenty close enough. All right. Let's see what we got here. We're going to go right there. And that's on 100. I can tell because that says 90 and then it's on 80. So that's 100. Every day of the week. I'll set that there. About there. So that's 84, 83, 1, 2. It's about 82 and a half. It's actually pretty good. It's just about all we gotta do is clean the ports up. I'm saying this is a little bit harder. See right there. Looks like we got 100, 10, 120, 121. Dang. That's something I just about clean it up and let it go. Because the intake's already lower than what I want it to be. So right there. Yeah, it's 80. 82 and a half, 83 right there. That's yeah. The port numbers is just about on this rascal just by removing the gasket. I wouldn't mind if the upper transfer was just a little bit lower. But if I lower it, then that's going to bring my intake way on down. All right, let me see what I'm going to do. All right, y'all. I have got the cylinder put on it, and the clutch, the clutch brake. I'm fixing to put the gas tank on. I'm not filming all this because the video's so long already. I run the numbers on it. Y'all know they were all really good. They were where I was going to put them anyway. So I just done a little bit of grinding on the cylinder, cleaned the ports up, just fixed the bottom. I basically just made everything flow good. So I'm going to try to scratch at where I said this saw wasn't going to run today in this video. And if y'all don't mind not getting to see all of it put together, we might be able to see it running. I'm fixing to slide the tank up here. I got to get these wires through here and get this rubber grommet through and everything. And fighting all this stuff, I didn't figure it was that much fun to watch because, well, it's no fun to do, so why would it be fun to watch? Unless you just like watching me struggle, then maybe, yeah. Of course, some of yous do. It's like, watch Hopper, he can't get that on there. My hands are just giving me a fit today with my arthritis anyway, so we got a warm front or whatever you want to call it come through. It is toasty out here today. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can get all this put together, and then I will bring you back and we will see if this thing will run, because the coil and the carburetor are all untested to me. I know it was on a running saw because they burnt the saw up, but whether it's gonna do it now or not, I have no idea. So I'm gonna go and try to get it all put together, and then when I get it all put together, I'll bring y'all back and we'll try to fire him up. So give me just a little bit, let me get this put together, and then we'll see if it'll run. All right, everybody. As you can see, it is now a completely assembled chainsaw. And I have not pulled the rope yet at all. I just filled it up with gas. And I got Brian on the phone. I told him to be quiet for a minute because we're going to fire this thing up. So, I don't know if it'll run. I don't know what the carburetor's going to do. Or anything like that. But we're fixing to find out together. Y'all keep your hopes up. right, y'all. We're gonna do some cutting. This limb fell out of the tree, so I'm gonna trim it up a little bit. Let the saw break in a little bit. Then we'll try it on that big one over. Got to change that lens cover on the back of this thing. It's a little nasty looking. Well, I'd say that's a success. Uncle Dave's a cameraman right now. Woo! Well, I wasn't going to do all that today, but when I put the timing wheel on it, the timing numbers come out where I wanted them to, so all I had to do was clean up the ports. So that's a nice looking saw, and it's stout. I'm not exactly happy with the gas tank. It's got a few cracks in it, but for the price I paid it versus a new one, it was a lot cheaper. But that's the surprise I've been waiting to build. The timing numbers, well, y'all seen what it was. It was 100, 121, and 82.5 or 83 on the intake. And all I did was clean the exhaust port up, work the lower transfers. I didn't hardly do anything to the intake at all, or the uppers. They were pretty well the way I wanted them. It didn't take a whole lot to port this one. Yeah, we could go a lot nastier on it, but I just wanted to build this into a good wood cutting saw. I might use it whenever I need to cut big stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna see if I can edit this video and get it sent out to you. Y'all don't forget, there's merchandise down there in the description if you're looking for something. We got shirts, mugs, stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what's in there. But that's gonna wrap it up for the day. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Bellhopper out.